9:03 p.m. Tuesday, July 14th, 2020. Episode number 807 of UhhYeahDude. My name is Jonathan, and this is Seth. Hello, Seth.
Hello, Jonathan. Hashtag humbled, hashtag honored, hashtag grateful to be here.
Hashtag
Episode, what was it? 807? UhhYeahDude. America through the eyes of true American Americans. We are all the way in 2010. And I'm gonna...
We're deep into it.
Oh my
halfway
Lord,
through.
It's the summer. It's the summer of
It's
2010. And Yoko Ono
It's the
came
solstice.
on the scene.
The solstice is upon
Yoko
us.
said, look to the heavens for the solstice, and she said to us, these are Yoko Ono tweets. I think now, probably 10 years later.
They were
more,
dope then, I know that.
They were important then.
They were poignant.
This is a piece of sky. Hold on to it. After 10 years, we will get together and put the sky back into one piece. I think that's what we're doing right now.
Is that what she said?
Yeah. And I think we're honoring her request.
Some of us are.
And we're doing that right now. UhhYeahDude, honoring Yoko's requests.
From 10 years ago.
From 10 years ago.
10-year-old requests.
Oh, Yoko Ono has a 10-year-old request? I believe UhhYeahDude honored that. All of us can work in any medium, just as we use water in everything we cook. 10 years ago, these had a profound effect on me.
On me.
And now we're learning that they're deeper, more poignant, as you say. A blind man. It's always, anything you start with that, you're golden, you know? Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter where you go. You could say anything. You kick it off with a blind man. A blind man asked, "What's an elephant?" A young boy led the man to an elephant, let him grasp the tail, and said, "That is an elephant." So really, it's anything. A blind man asked, "What's for dinner?" A young boy said to the blind man, "Dinner? What's dinner?" Ooh. Throw a pebble in the water. Observe its ripples. Walk barefoot in the grass and dance in the wind. Do it in your mind. You doing it? I think you're doing it.
I'm always doing it.
You are water. I am water. We're all water in different containers. That's why it's so easy to meet.
True.
I mean, when you're laying it down, when it's facts, not fiction, Jonathan. Imagine letting a goldfish swim across the sky. Let it swim from the east to the west. Drink a liter of water. Are we the only race which juxtaposes reality and fiction and calls it life? Imagine 1,000 suns in the sky at the exact same time. Let them shine 1 hour, then let them gradually melt in the sky. Make one tuna fish sandwich and eat.
I remember that one.
I've lived by it.
Do it once a year.
I do it every June. I've done that. The solstice. I woke up in a room in my parents' summer house. It was in Japan. I was 17. Real blood smells of an ocean.
Oh, that's the end of it?
That's the end of it. Real blood smells of an ocean. Ketchup smells of commerce.
So good.
I've always felt that. Heinz 57, yo.
It's so good, that one.
It was the same month, 2010, we were looking at Parade magazine. Walter Scott's Personality Parade. Joel Weckerly of Cypress, Texas, wrote into Parade magazine with a question.
Is it Weck?
That is Weck, of Weck's Wiki. Joel Weckerly, Weck's Wiki, for our 100th episode, he created a searchable database, if you will. He presented us with a gift where he sort of, how would you describe it? He transcribed, he encapsulated, he
Well, I think technically he didn't actually make the wiki, right, Jeff? No, he did. He did? I thought he gave us the book and Nick transcribed it into a wiki.
Well, Joel Weckerly basically
He delivered to us in your house 2 binders that had systematically, thoroughly broken down, categorized, and documented just about every aspect of the show,
Of the podcast,
of the episodes in their makeup up to that point. Things that we talked about, different topics that we've come back to, different bits. Every time I had sung on an episode, time markers. It was an absolutely
a daunting undertaking
and
an incredible document.
And then I believe we handed that over and made it into a searchable digital document, aka a wiki.
If you will, Joel Weckerly wrote in to Parade Magazine. He said, one of my favorite actors, John Larroquette, was on the Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson, wearing a t-shirt reading, "Yeah, dude." But what did it mean?
So covert, this man.
Stealth.
So covert he was.
Answer, Yeah, Dude is a podcast that my son Jonathan co-writes, says the actor, 62 years old. The subtitle is A Look at America Through the Eyes of 2 American Americans. Close.
Well, he also says I co-write it.
They have segments like Who's Parenting Harder?
True.
Where they tell horrible stories about what parents do to their children.
True.
That's exciting.
This is Craig Kilborn or Craig Ferguson?
I think I said Craig Ferguson. So let me take you back to a time when, in my couch that I'm watching.
Which
Ashton
one is
Kutcher,
Ferguson? Which one is Kilborn? Is the Scotsman and there's a redhead?
Scotsman is Ferguson.
Okay.
People loved him. He was so witty.
Yeah, didn't he have like a puppet or something that he used to do?
He had a robot or
robot.
Jeff the Robot or something.
Jeff the Robot.
Was his name Jeff? It was.
It was.
God, I couldn't stand that show. In this same Parade magazine, Dan Krause of Thousand Oaks wrote in with a question. Is cyclist Lance Armstrong the son of astronaut Neil Armstrong?
Yep.
Yes.
Everybody knows that.
Everyone knows
Vance or
their
whatever.
husbands.
Who was that? What was his name? Vance?
Vance. There's Lance Armstrong.
Vance Armstrong.
Vance Armstrong.
Dance Armstrong.
Dance Armstrong. June 2010 Parade magazine. Don D. of Mobile, Alabama writes in, I heard that Nicolas Cage and Richard Gere are brothers. True? Again, yes. Yes. Richard Gere and Nicolas fucking Cage are blood brothers. Eskimo brothers, blood brothers. Let me wait. Honey, did you get a response? I'm waiting for the newspaper.
They could play brothers, right?
Anybody can play anything.
They should make a movie called Blood Brothers.
Blood Brothers.
Cage. Gere.
Blood
Brothers.
Blood Brothers.
Coming 2021.
Coming 20 never.
2020
20 never movies.
20 never.
20 never movies. Thank you, coronavirus.
Coming 20
20 never films. Coming to theaters never is nothing ever. Coming to your TV is nothing ever. Ever.
Well, you got Floor is Lava. I mean, come on. There's that.
You know it.
I'm going to get on that show.
Got to get on that show.
I could do good. I do good on that because I'm long.
You're long.
And I'm a problem solver.
And you think.
I'm a thinker.
And you hate to get burned.
And I can't stand the idea of being seared.
You never be burned.
By liquid magma.
Not going to happen. June 2010. Congratulations go out to the winner of the first High Times San Francisco Medical Cannabis Cup for the sativa strain God's Pussy. Now that was a strain. Hopefully still around for us to enjoy 10 years later.
Definitely.
If it won, it has to be. The genetics of that? Do you know what the genetics of God's pussy are?
I mean,
God.
I would say that God's pussy's probably only gotten sweeter over the last 10 years.
If you would imagine a decade of marination,
gestation,
inclination. June 2010. In the biggest change to the company's appearance code since the year 2000, 10 years ago, when Disney company allowed its male employees to have facial hair. So we're looking at, it's 2010. 10 years prior, in the year 2000, they let male employees have facial hair. In 2010, women who work at Disney theme parks will no longer have to wear pantyhose if wearing a skirt. And for the very first time, women are allowed to wear sleeveless tops, exposing their arms, but the shoulder straps must measure at least 3 inches wide.
This.
That strap up there.
3 inches across.
They come out, measure it, and it must be at least 3 inches across.
On each side.
On each side, not just
not an inch and a half.
Sort of
an inch and a half.
Like I do a Madonna. I do 3 here, none here. Deal with it. So I guess we live in a world and people tell people what to do, and it's often arbitrary. It's probably patriarchal. It seems outdated, but these things, these aren't that long ago.
No.
I don't think you can have facial hair if you play for the New York Yankees baseball team.
Right, there's that. And I believe probably they don't, you think that they've loosened up, you think that since then there's been any other adjustments to the policy? Or do you think
Disney?
Yeah, we're probably still right there now.
Oh, yeah. Somebody got fired last week for a 2.5-inch strap.
Yeah.
How do we, in dealing with everything we're dealing with, just start screaming in people's faces about anything that is established as a rule? How do we get there?
I don't know.
That's just, those things are no longer
applicable.
They don't have to take up any more of. We have so much shit to deal with. I think they no longer take up like space in our minds anymore of having to think about them.
Because I think in order for that to happen,
where somebody says this is what you have to do.
The only way that we would be, that people could be collectively, spontaneously forced, or it sucks. The truth is that maybe it takes some new type of supreme rule,
meaning
that eclipses all of those other rules. Some agreed upon law that would prohibit the infringement of one's personal choices and freedoms.
Is that just called like being alive?
Well, for us, but that's not. That's our own. That's a perception and a concept that we've arrived at.
Okay.
Now, as obvious as that now seems, and sort of the singular solution, you know, I think it took some getting there, but in order for those things to, because otherwise it's like you're talking about how like the world is broken. There's too many of those rules that need to be eradicated. We would literally spend the next several lifetimes just nixing those out of a book. So the only way to essentially the book has to be thrown out.
So a new supreme rule comes in.
But then that's essentially you get some type of, the fear of that is that essentially you have one totalitarian concept replaced by another, and although the other seems initially new and different, that ultimately it would start to inhibit some
first of all, it would be terrifying, because if you were at the baseball game and what if somebody with a beard hit a single and was standing on first base with a beard, you'd have to run out of the stadium.
especially if they had 1-inch straps on their shoulder.
I mean, this man has a beard and he's standing on first base. I will die now.
I mean, it's.
I mean, could you imagine, like, if you were buying a coffee and the person leaned their arm over and there was a tattoo on the arm? I mean, you would die. Jonathan, you'd die. You'd just die.
I don't know. I guess.
You die is what you do. You die. He died. How? Well, he got a coffee, and the person giving him the coffee had a beard and a tattoo.
He fell over.
And he fell over and died because he fought in WW2. And he fought so that when he bought coffee when he was 91, that no one with a beard or a tattoo would give him that coffee.
That was the promise.
That was the promise for America. June 2010, AMC Entertainment could not come to terms with its property owner over their lease. So the AMC Grand 24 in Dallas, Texas, the nation's very first megaplex movie theater. A megaplex is defined as multiple screens, at least 20 within a single complex, all with stadium seating. So this was the country's very first
megaplex.
It opened in May of 1995. Even that seems like crazy that there was a time when that didn't exist when we were going to the movies.
Yeah, it was just like little shitty movie theaters.
And you were like,
with like sticky floors and shit.
Yeah, like, oh wow, this is crazy.
And like I would have to like pick where I sat
due to your height?
Or yes.
See that?
Or try to, if I had a choice not to
Which you didn't
eclipse
because
a kid.
You were arriving like 2 minutes into every movie, so you're like, fuck.
No, because I cared then, so I would get there for the preview.
I love that. I cared then. I was younger, hungrier.
Hadn't seen the stuff already.
And didn't know everything sucked. Still went to the movies and was like,
still believed
this is
it.
going to be good. The trailer was great.
Still believed it.
Well, the trailer was great. It's really? They're closing in November of 2010. So this was people were realizing like, oh shit, this is my last chance to. And I was reading the comments because people were upset. This is their
piece of history.
I got my first hand job there during Titanic.
That's a lie.
You think this man's lying?
No, I think you are lying. You are fucking lying.
That is not the truth.
Where is this being written? Where is this being reported?
Where is this being reported?
Yeah. You were lying.
I'm not lying. This was the first comment in my comment section.
Comment section of what?
In June of 2010 of reading this article.
A blog?
No, on the news channel that reported this closing. I said, I'm going to go into the comments and see what people have to say.
When do you get jerked off during Titanic?
Got my first hand job there during Titanic.
Dying in the freezing water?
Oh, of course, that's the only time to get it.
Or during like one of the ballroom scenes?
Not yet. During the ballroom. Only when they're sending the dirty wops down into the carriage
they're
station.
doing in the workers.
With the Nucci.
When they're doing the workers dance.
When they do Nucci dirty. When they do the dirty workers dance, that's when I come.
That's when you start to do
That's when you start. I've timed it out. It's just like Pink Floyd. I have it perfect. I will come exactly when Nucci is belittled.
Tossed.
When Nucci gets belittled, that is when I release.
Burst.
And only then and only then.
Oh, Danny.
Or when Billy Zane is being like...
When he's decides...
razzing and zazzing.
Yeah, when
Billy Zane's second razzazz, I will then release. Start now.
Commence.
Forthwith. June 2010. I don't know if you remember this, but Huggies, they released a limited edition. Yes.
Forget it.
I remember my first everything.
All right. Well, that's only because you write it down and put it in a box.
The Polaroid of the aftermath. Huggies has released a limited edition product the summer of 2010. The jeans diaper.
So cool.
Jonathan.
They were cool.
Jonathan.
They were cool.
I watched a commercial. The kid is walking down the street. Women having lunch are just pulling their sunglasses down like, I'm going to fuck that baby. The coolest you'll look pooping your pants, available until the end of July. Now, you want to talk about fucking not being idiots. If you and I bought Went to
I
Target.
think you can get them now still. I think
Can't.
really.
Can't get them. Tried. Done. We could have bought every last box of those Huggy diapers, waited 10 years, and then right now,
Just been like
what's up? You want a collab? Because I got them. Think of moms right now that have babies in like janky ass. Look at my baby in their stupid regular diapers.
white ass
Hold
diapers.
on. You call Jonathan? He's got all the dead stock.
He's got all the dead stock stonewashed.
He'll drive him anywhere
He's
in
got the
California
Huggy
to you.
stonewashed, distressed.
He's got him distressed. He tie-dyed some.
He's bejeweled.
Wait a minute.
Bejeweled
Tie-dyed
them?
diapers? Wait a minute.
What about like True Religion style ones with like weird, like ornate rhinestone work?
Ornate like creations, crucifixes. My baby loves Jesus. Prove it. Well,
Well,
look.
look. It's got a curse of Jesus on its ass.
Those jeans diapers are so dope looking.
Yeah.
I mean, why do they have to be just for babies? They're a good looking short.
Protective short.
Protective short for the water parks. If you could go to a water park, is that legal for an adult to wear? Well, you can wear adult diapers. Can you wear those?
Adult jean diapers, though?
Does Depends make an adult jean diaper?
Should
They do
we?
now. They do fucking now.
2020.
I just told them.
Stonewashed adult.
Stonewashed adult jean
Jean
bedazzled crucifix diapers for your sexy grandpa and grandma.
You're a badass
Is
Christian.
your grandpa a badass Christian? Does he really love Jesus? Prove it on his ass. Depends. June 2010, 13-year-old Kayla Manson, no relation,
Okay.
was on the Today Show talking to Meredith Vieira about a text rage incident that happened in Florida where teenagers were assaulting one another over some texts. It was when text rage was a big thing, the summer of 2010. A text that could get you a frenzy, a fury. Kayla's boyfriend beat up one of her best friends, a girlfriend, over a text rage incident.
So her boyfriend beat up a
Boyfriend
girl?
beat up her best friend. There was some talking of shit. There was some love triangles. So she was on. I'll tell you what she said. I'm not even sure who she's defending, but Meredith Vieira asked Kayla, "Well, you heard about the texts? You saw them?" Kayla, "I only saw two." Meredith Vieira, "You saw two? Did you see the one where he threatened her to kill her?" Kayla, "No." Meredith Vieira, "You did not. Well, which ones did you see?" Kayla, the one where she calls him a rapist and she calls him a cunt. I mean, he calls her a cunt. And we're watching the Today Show at 7 o'clock in the morning in June of 2010. And Kayla Manson, no relation, or maybe relation.
Seth falls off the couch.
I'm on the fucking floor because this 13-year-old just dropped 2 C-bombs at 7 in the morning on network TV, the way I like it. Kayla.
But what happened in this incident? Did anyone die?
No one passed away, maybe. I don't know. It was in Florida, so
Who knows?
who knows? Once you go in a hospital there, who the fuck knows happens?
Yeah.
You know? You're going for a broken arm, they take a ball out. You don't know what the fuck's going on there.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, we left a towel in you. But you're just supposed to set my finger. Don't worry about it.
Shh.
Wow, Kayla, thank you for that.
So wait, she called him a rapist.
She called him a rapist.
He called her a cunt.
He called her a cunt. I mean, she called him a cunt? No, he called her a cunt. Well, that's 3 cunts. That would be even better.
Good morning.
Good morning, 3 cunts. I mean, Today Show. July 2010, Playboy Advisor. MC from Providence, Rhode Island, wrote into the Playboy Advisor, "I watched a movie in which the double Dutch sex act is described. 2 men face each other and grab their own erections. Using his free hand, each man grabs the forearm of the other man and moves it back and forth to jerk him off. Is that gay?" So Your cock is in your hand.
My hand.
Your cock is in your hand.
My cock is in my hand.
I guess for the sake of argument or description, my cock is in my hand.
Hold on. My cock's in my hand.
So you're going to go with your right hand has your cock.
My right hand has my cock.
Your
My left
hand
hand
is
reaches
free.
over and grabs your forearm.
Jeff is now sitting here. So he's grabbed Jeff's forearm.
You've rotated out.
I've rotated out, but right now I'm just manning the controls. Me and Mizo are in the other room. So Jeff's now sitting here. Jeff is jerking off.
No, not jerking off. Just holding.
Excuse me.
We're just holding our erection.
Grasping an erect penis.
Without. But then I intervene.
You can almost kick back. Let's imagine your feet are up. Both of you, Jeff and Jonathan, I said.
And so
I went to 7-Eleven at this point. I went to get beverages.
For everyone.
For everybody.
So with my free hand, my left hand.
Yeah, you take
Jeff's forearm.
The forearm connected to the hand, connected to the erect cock.
And then I move that forearm
up and down, rapido.
That is not gay.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you, Jeff.
Jeff agrees. Sorry, dude. And Seth's at 7-Eleven. He'll tell him later.
We'll get Seth to weigh in when he gets back.
Walk in on that.
Is this gay?
Seth's here.
Hey, Seth, get a look at this.
Did you get beverages?
I didn't know that was called what is that called? A double Dutch oven?
No ovens involved. Literally no heating elements involved. The only heat is the friction caused by the direct eye contact of the act. It's called the double Dutch direct eye contact.
Double Dutchman?
Not even.
Just the double Dutch.
Double Dutch.
I thought it's a dance. The double Dutch is a dance, isn't it? Or double Dutch bus.
Or is it double Dutch?
Disco song?
Isn't that a jump rope move, the double Dutch? It'd be really crazy to incorporate that.
Yeah.
July 2010 Jeopardy Kids Edition. The worst, because the last thing you want to do is sit on the couch and watch a bunch of kids answer a bunch of fucking questions you can't answer.
Yeah.
Which is what's happening when I'm watching it, because these are bright kids. The final question on the board here in Double Jeopardy.
Double Dutch Jeopardy.
In Double Dutch Kids. Today we're playing Double Dutch Jeopardy. Jeremy, Brian, come here.
Come here.
Kayla, leave.
Kayla, go to 7-Eleven.
Kayla,
Here's $10. Go to 7-Eleven.
As many beverages with $10 as you can. For everybody. Knock before you come in. Say the name of this man shaking hands with the premier of China. And they put up the picture of an American president. Not that long ago, American president. An American president that I said, hey, I know who that fucking guy is. Right here on this fucking couch. Not this very couch, but in the same area. I didn't know who the premier of China is, but I definitely knew who the dude was shaking his hand. Hey, I ain't no dummy. I know that president. First kid, because none of them ring in. And I'm just like, kids, you don't got to know anything about anything. It's not like they're putting up some black and white picture from a guy from the fucking 1800s.
It's a color photograph.
It's a color photograph of a dude. Like, you got to know it's not that. Nixon? The other two? No? One kid, you know what? Go for it. Is it JFK? No. That's motherfucking Ronald Reagan. You three stupid fucking kids don't know that's Ronald Reagan? That's what I said to myself. You'd say the fucking same thing if you were watching it. Then I got real smart. Double Jeopardy, I got real cocky. I didn't even watch Final Jeopardy because you stupid fucking idiots don't know that's Ronald Reagan. Yeah, I didn't answer another question before and you got all of them.
But you missed
this one. And I'm talking about it 10 years later, you three stupid shithead kids.
Who is the Gipper, you shithead
You
kids?
shitty kids don't know that's fucking Ronald Reagan, you shitty shits. Is it JFK? No, stupid. That's what I would have said. No, it isn't. You stupid shithead. Yeah, it's JFK. That's what he looked like. Duh. You dumb kid. 10 years ago, he's probably 12, literally just graduated college. He's probably rewatching that right now. 22, at home, quarantine, can't get a job, watching it over and over and over again. God, I thought that Ronald Reagan was JFK. I'm fucking stupid. That's probably why I'm not working. Yeah. got a voicemail from a listener from Chicago in July of 2010. Email went out to everyone at the company from the Chicago Police and Fire Department, letting everybody know of some street closures in the area in downtown Chicago for safety measures because Transformers 3 would be filming in the area. So they gave everybody the dates and the times, but they said, hey, they encouraged everybody to get out of the office for a little bit if you can. Watch the filming of a Hollywood blockbuster right here in right downtown Chicago. Asterisk, note, you will not be able to see the actual Transformers during the filming due to the fact that they are digital creations. So everybody,
Come down.
come down.
But
when you're screaming, Optimus! Optimus!
you're not going to find
You
it.
ain't gonna find her. Or him. I think her.
I think it's a she.
I think it's a
Sorry.
she. It'd be safer to say. So, good looking out.
Which one was 3? Who was in that? Is that Wahlberg? Is that Shia?
3, I think, is still Mr. LaBeouf. Mr. LaBeouf, I saw the trailer for your new film with the cultural appropriation and such. Is everything okay?
Is there cultural appropriation?
I think when you take a Disney actor, a white gentleman, and you create something with, as you've done in that film, that some people might say, what's going on here, Mr. LaBeouf?
Are his ears like that, or did he make them like that for the movie?
He made him Latinx ears, you mean? He changed his ears? You're the only one who could love him so much that you noticed the ears in the trailer.
I actually didn't. I went back and watched the trailer after
To
I
see
read
his ears.
comments because people in the comments were like, I can't stop looking at his ears.
I didn't see
They're
that.
fully cauliflowered.
So maybe they created a cauliflower look because he has a background as some sort of a mixed
Is that
martial
because
arts
he's like
fighter?
because he's like a collector?
Because he's as a tax collector, because I know a lot of accountants. I know my accountant has huge cauliflower ears. He teaches at Pepperdine, but he's an MMA fighter.
No, he's a collector
Oh,
in
you
the
mean
movie
for underground
for some type of nefarious
situation?
outlaw group of
That's going to be a good movie.
You don't think that's going to
No,
be
I think
good?
it's going to be really good. I think it's going to be good. July 2010. The International Society for Krishna Consciousness, they arrived in Los Angeles in 1970 and they dispatched tambourine-shaking acolytes to raise funds at LAX airport. It could also be seen a lot on Hollywood Boulevard and in Westwood Village. But in the summer of 2010, after 40 years of court battles with the city, the Krishnas were permanently forced out of LAX. 13 years after the Krishnas filed a lawsuit with LAX, the city of Los Angeles, the municipal ordinance came down banning Hare Krishnas from panhandling. It could be fully enforced. And so that summer they were told you can never, ever come back here again. So what was...
That doesn't...
Which was part of sort of the fabric of the city, I would imagine, up until that
Certainly
point.
the fabric of every movie ever made about the city.
Certainly that. I'd like to see maybe somebody put together
That would be awesome.
a
Jeff,
Krishna reel.
don't fuck it up, man.
Krishna reel.
We need a fucking LAX Krishna reel.
So I definitely have one memory, but it's fleeting and it's only, I don't remember. I remember it happening and being like, oh, I'm seeing this in real life. This is awesome. But I don't have many, it's not like that happened often.
Did
Maybe
for
by
me.
the time I got here, they were
At the airport?
at the airport.
I remember them at the airport as a kid. My actual memories of them were more Westwood, Hollywood, and 3rd Street Promenade. All outdoor.
3rd Street Promenade,
They
I
used to
bet was
show up every weekend. They used to do a massive drum circle and hand out stickers and
Maybe
shit.
time to, maybe we're missing them? Is that
My
could that be part
mother
of
and I used to go to the Krishna temple
now you're talking.
on Olympic
Now
Boulevard
you're talking. What's that?
very regularly.
Culver
and
City, get some fucking
get
some
some
veg mash.
Get some good grub there. Also very good French fries. believe it or not.
Didn't know that. Which better, McDonald's or Krishna Consciousness French fries?
Toss up.
Toss up.
Circa 90, 88, 90. Toss up.
It's either Wendy's, McDonald's, or the Krishna Consciousness Temple.
But yeah, we used to go there. My mom used to take me to Christian Temple quite a bit for the foods.
This is dated. We did this, I think, in that summer. It's dated August 31st, 1993, but the introduction of this letter came, I think, either in July or August of 2010. This little letter, you should probably read this, because that's a real letter. So now we're talking, this 93, in 2010.
To Mr. and Mrs. Joseph Romatelli, an invitation to the last of a series of parties which, spelled incorrectly, started July 3rd, 1993. Time, 8 p.m. to question mark.
Hey.
Plenty of noise, plenty of booze, and plenty of broads. Location, number 50 South Kimball Street, Bradford, Mass. Given by Seth the Jet. Date, September... What the fuck does that say? Oh, September 4th, 1993. So this is an invitation to your birthday to your parents?
I think it's...
You invited your parents to your birthday like this?
No, this is a neighbor leaving an unsigned note to my parents for the parties that Seth the Jet, legendary...
Wait, seriously?
Yes.
So they received this? Where were your parents? Out of town?
They had a little place in Maine. In
so they would go
Maine.
up.
And then Seth the Jet would bring what was it?
How the fuck did the neighbor know you were called Seth the Jet? Everyone knew you were called Seth the Jet.
I wasn't called Seth the Jet. Seth the Jet is from this neighbor calling me that and us doing it on the show.
Oh, that's who called you that?
That Seth the Jet
came from them.
Saying is from this letter in 1993 that unsolicited from a neighbor that we do not know. Put that there.
This is amazing.
That's a good document.
Plenty of noise, plenty of booze, plenty of broads.
I mean, could there be any other party?
Is there any other kind of party?
Chips, dips, chains, whips. Your regular high school sex orgy.
Did you get in trouble?
Can Seth the Jet get in trouble with premium petro? Come on now. Ooh. Realize that?
What?
There's this.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
Because it's going to hurt my feelings?
No, it's a person. They just lost somebody in their life. So it's...
Can't do it.
Can't do it. Damn it. But that's life. You have to be sensitive to people and their feelings. I guess I can take that one out too, because this person's no longer with us. Losing some things over here.
Losing my grip
Wow, I'm losing my grip on reality. Can't talk shit about him. He's passed. Can't talk shit about him. He's lost.
You can talk shit about somebody who's dead, right?
You can?
I mean, yeah. Did they live a good life?
Led an amazing life.
Absolutely, you can talk
Died
shit.
somewhat sadly and tragically?
Philip Seymour Hoffman?
That's fucking amazing. Got a little bit over about PSH over here. The late, great Philip Seymour.
Sorry.
One of the best.
I mean, listen, he hasn't shown up in these yet, and yet this guy was like a huge part of our lives.
Part of he's our favorite fucking actor.
Absolutely the best.
Wow, man. We talk shit about Philip Seymour Hoffman. You talk shit about Philip Seymour Hoffman. Everybody else, I can't stand him talking shit about him. I never disrespect PSH like that.
Tell me who it is, and I'll tell you if we can do it.
Robin Williams.
Well, he's been like very much in the old space lately. Was
that
the
true?
anniversary of his death recently?
No, it's just people. Mrs. Doubtfire comes on, and people like on the internet,
Don't do it.
can't. But Travolta,
No.
Can't do
Why
it.
can't we do him? Who did he lose
Kelly
recently?
Preston died.
Jesus Christ. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, breast cancer
When?
this week.
I, honest to God,
Crazy.
had no idea.
Yeah.
No, you can't do him either.
All right. Can I talk shit about Pat Robertson, the Christian Broadcasting Network?
Yes.
Did he check and see if he's so
Just-
old he could have died by the time the show goes up?
Yeah, by the time
He was warning Christians.
Yeah, isn't he talking about how, like...
Forgo celebratory Halloween festivities because of its evilness, its darkness. During this period, demons are assigned against those who participate in the rituals and festivities of All Hallows Eve. These demons are automatically drawn to the fetishes that open doors for them to come into the lives of human beings. Interesting. Diabolical, even.
Yeah.
Wow.
What did they do?
These demons are automatically drawn to the fetishes that open doors for them to come into the lives of human beings. Fetishes open doors. We know that. For what? For demons.
Diabolical demons.
Diabolical demons.
During the Halloween season.
During Halloween season, all Halloween, just that week. For example, most of the candy sold during this season has been dedicated and prayed over by witches.
Definitely.
The witches curse the candy.
Oh, wow.
The curses are sent through the tricks and the treats
And the sugar.
and the sugar and the chocolate of the innocent. Whether they get it by going door to door or at the store. It doesn't matter how you acquire the candy.
The witches have been in
The
it.
witches have prayed over it, of course.
And prayed through it. Cursed through it.
Demons cannot tell the difference
Between store and door.
between store and door. They will let the fetishes get them in. They'll slide in the DMs on the fetishes, but store to door,
Unable to differentiate.
I don't know. Where the fuck did you get this? At Target? Or did you get this on the street? This little Hershey. I can't tell. So fuck it, I'm going in.
Hold my beer.
Hold my beer, I'm going in. It's tough, dude.
Door or door.
Tough. It's November 2010. I'm watching Sunday Night Football on NBC, and the New York Giants are at the Philadelphia Eagles. Number 27, New York Giants running back Brandon Jacobs. He's getting the team pumped up right before the game in the huddle. Get ready for this fucking game. Screaming at them. I mean, people getting pumped up. Come on now. We hungry. Urgh. So here it comes. It's collective hunger. You can hear the pangs of hunger. Let's eat. Team rising up. You ain't supposed to eat eagles, damn it. It's against the goddamn law. But we gonna eat it tonight. So first people are like, yeah, let's, traditional bullshit they've heard since high school. Let's hungry, we gonna eat. But then the man got into some kind of domestic and international law of like eagle eating. Brandon. So some of the players here are just like,
it's a tough meat, but we're
Brandon,
gonna
here, and we're gonna put some fucking Tabasco on it. And I don't care if I go to prison for him or eat it. Brandon.
It's illegal.
Brandon, highly illegal. November 2010. Buffalo Bills, Pittsburgh Steelers.
It's all your favorite teams.
Oh my God, love the Steelers!
Eagles, Giants, Steelers.
Eagles, Giants, Steelers, yay!
Bills.
Eagles, Giants, Steelers, yay! Bills are the worst. Somehow managed to get this game into overtime. They're playing at home. Quarterback Ryan Fitzpatrick throws 40-yard, perfect fucking spiral to Bills wide receiver Stevie Johnson. He is wide open in the end zone. I've dialed Amir's number. I have it like as the ball's in the air. 31099. I have the last digit ready to hit when he catches it.
To talk shit?
To laugh in Amir's face. There is not a player within 20 yards of him. The ball comes down, hits him dead in the fucking hands, and goes right through his hands in the end zone. Steelers get the ball, go down, kick a field goal, and win. That night on Twitter, I praise you 24/7, and this is how you do me? You expect me to learn from this? How? I'll never forget this. Ever! I think it's thanks, though, because you got to still praise. He's seriously pissed.
At Jesus?
At Jesus.
This is Steve Johnson?
This is Stevie Johnson.
Stevens?
So, Stevie Stevens Johnson's praise, oh Jesus. But
Stevens Johnson's...
Steven Johnson syndrome. You gave me Steven Johnson syndrome and I praise you. He's pissed. It's okay. Steelers made the Super Bowl that year. Came into my stadium.
But didn't play you guys.
Now watch your fucking mouth.
Right. You guys were just hosting.
You were kind enough to host Amir's team in the Super
It
Bowl.
was otherwise
nice of you.
vacated.
So,
An otherwise unused stadium.
the stadium's not being used. We'll let Amir's Steelers play. Steelers lost.
To whom?
Mr. Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. So I guess I can thank him one time.
Just once.
Just once, but he had to do it right there.
Right in your face.
Right in my fucking face, huh?
My proverbial
Right in my fucking
football
face. I'll teach him. No football this year. What's up now? Oh, fuck. John Schneider. He was Bo Duke on the Dukes of Hazzard.
Okay, getting into some dicey territory.
Well, it always gets dicey.
we got some Robin Williams, Travolta. Didn't cut that out.
Had to cut that out.
I cannot believe I didn't know that Kelly Preston had passed away.
Crazy.
But also that I'm like technically on the internet
All the time.
24 hours a day.
That wouldn't pop up in any of your shits.
That I didn't get a single thing in any of my feed that referenced that.
Crazy. That's why it's impossible. Because even though you're on there, morning, noon, and night.
Too busy looking at like
stuff
Wayfair
always,
conspiracy shit.
Comes through. John Snyder, he was at an autograph convention. He was being interviewed by Truth.
Who did he play? Bo?
He played Bo Duke. He was interviewed by TruthIsScary.com. More than a website, it's a movement. TruthIsScary.com, they cover UFOs, 2012, the Illuminati, Sumerian tablets, etc., etc. The truth, real shit, real stuff for real people.
Touchstones of reality.
Yeah, of reality-based programming. Be aware.
They're still around.
Be awake.
Be ready.
Be alive.
Oh.
Be ready. Be stupid. Be real. Cypress Hill. Oh, here he comes. They get him in front of the fucking camera. 9/11, it's very interesting. Oh, boy. I have no answers. I have questions. Okay.
This is the reporter, or
This is, they just put, hey, what do you think about 9/11? Oh,
Here we
don't
go.
worry.
Let me run.
What do you think about, here he goes. I know when I build something and I knock it over, it falls over and it doesn't fall down. So why'd they fall down? Why'd they fall down? It's like, I don't.
Is this a song?
Yeah. We all fall down? Or is it a fable? Or? And did they take out any buildings around them? I don't think so. He's now taking the microphone, like,
Walked away.
get the fucking, he now runs Truth is Scary, JohnSchneider.com, turns into the camera. Have you been to Vegas? Guy's like, yeah, okay, I get you then. Here we go. There's a hotel there called New York, New York, right? And what is New York, New York? It's the skyline of New York City. So my first thought was, wow, it's going to be interesting because what are they going to do with the Twin Towers in the skyline of New York City? The first thing you thought about after 9/11? So when the second tower was coming down, you were on your couch thinking, what the fuck is New York, New York? Wait, honey, what the fuck is New York, New York Casino going to do? What? I'm crying, everyone's...
It's the first thing I thought of.
First thing I thought of. What the fuck are they going to do at New York, New York Casino in Las Vegas now? What the fuck? You know, it's going to be really interesting because what are they going to do with the Twin Towers and the skyline in New York City? Because every time you see the skyline of New York City, up until then it was always the Twin Towers side, right? Why did they build New York, New York before 9/11 without the Twin Towers in it? They didn't take them down. They were never there. Why? Find somebody to answer that question because I want to know. Well, there's one on the internet. I looked it up and it was like, oh, it's because it's the 1940s skyline. I was like, oh, that took me 13 seconds. Hey, John.
Mr. Duke.
Hey, Dookie. Bo Dookie Lukey. Confederate flag, don't use it no more. Anyway, so I looked it up. It's the skyline from the 1940s. It's wicked simple. Problem solved. Did it. And what was your first thought? As we sat in sheer terror, 9 a.m., California. Oh, my God. Damn it. What the fuck are they going to do in Vegas?
I don't know.
Dateline NBC, December 2010, Kate Snow. I did a test to see if kids left at home alone would open up the door if a stranger knocked. It's called The Perils of Parenting. So they got the parents, in the truck, in the ice cream truck. Please. My fucking kids.
Every kid.
Dog.
Every kid.
Oh, dog, every kid. They're coming naked, fresh out of the shower. Ding dong, just swinging the door open. Stupid fucking kids. Guy rings the bell. Hello, I'm the milk inspector. Special agent with the sheriff's department puts up a milk inspector badge. I need to check the milk in your refrigerator. As I said to you, I'm the milk inspector. Bam. Milk agent. Come in, milk person. Well, you're dead. You and your sister are fucking dead because the milk inspector knocked on the door. Well, he said a badge, milk badge. It had a cow and the cow go milk. Dog, you are like 12 the fuck years old.
Every kid.
Every single kid.
Yeah.
Hi! I'm naked. What's your name? You're very old to be doing that.
To be talking like that.
To be talking like that, to have no clothes on. It's usually reserved for like very small children. They're just always kind of like running around naked. Again, you are 13. Why did you open the door? Well, he is the milk inspector. He's with the milk department and the sheriff and the milk and the milk and the milk and the milk.
Sheriff Milkman.
Almond milk? I don't know. Soy milk? I don't. Maybe that's just it. There was milk. 10 years ago, people still drank milk. You can't try to play that now.
No, not nearly.
I'm from the almond board, California Almond Board. I need to check your almond milk. Yeah, no? Oh, it's crazy. Yeah. Woo! Yeah, hey, Special Agent Oat. I need to see your oat milk. You have Oatly? Let me check. I want to make sure the Oatly's okay. Open the door.
Dig up.
Every
Get out of the
single
shower.
fucking kid.
Yeah. No, I think that's always like...
Ice cream truck. You want ice cream? Why have extra kind of ice cream we don't even have? Come in the back. Every single kid. Ice cream. Taking their clothes off as they walk in for some reason. I mean, what in the fuck?
It doesn't matter.
So the parents they're not doing a bad job. It's just kids are so fucking stupid.
They just don't give a shit. Just all goes out the fucking window.
Christ, you gotta
get swept up in the moment.
Ice cream. Swept up in the ice cream.
A lot of moments. All kinds of things.
You said tacos? I thought this was an ice cream truck. No, I also have burritos and tacos back here. taco, taco, shirts coming up for tacos. Van's driving away forever. Good work, parents. He loves tacos. I can't
No
help
matter
it.
what how many times
But
I
it's
tell him.
Wednesday. There's no such thing as Taco Wednesday. There is in my truck. Come back here. Tacos, the whole 12 kids, Pied Piper, all on the truck. I don't know, man. I'm going to tell you about the Kinsey Institute for Research in Sex, Gender, and Reproduction. They were a nonprofit in Indiana University in 2016. They went from being a singular institution, they merged with the university. I don't exactly know what that means. Seems cooler to be like a part of the university, but you got your
Absolutely
own solo
better to be a sovereign
nation over here. Their mission is to advance sexual health and knowledge worldwide. They were established in 1947, exploring the science of sexuality, relationships, and well-being through diverse science-based research. Sounds fucking fun. So this was in 2010, a new $15 million Indiana University Cinema has an unexpected problem. What are they going to do with pioneer sex researchers Alfred Kinsey's sex films? The biologist and groundbreaking U.S. sex researcher amassed a huge archive of 14,000 films and videos beginning in 1947. It was known as the Kinsey Collection and includes everything from art house erotica and sex education titles to about 2,000 crudely made stag party films from the 20s through the 60s that predate adult movie theaters, X-rated DVDs, and online porn. It was kept locked away in a converted bowling alley near the campus until they moved into this more modern facility. The materials were not acquired with any taxpayer expense. Kinsey had relationships with police departments all across the United States. They would send him copies whenever they confiscated these films. They're all amateur, all illegally made, all with bad lighting, but real people. They're unique because this obviously doesn't exist anywhere else. Why the fuck are we not watching those 2,000 movies? How have they not been digitized and offered to us for research, quote unquote?
Have you not? Is it safe to assume that leading up to this episode now that you searched and saw that they are not been
I did
archived
I went to, did light research. First, I just went into Pornhub, typed in Kinsey, and then a lot of actresses named Kinsey. So it went sideways for several hours. Let's just say that. How good are those fucking movies?
I mean, I can't imagine.
Authentic, 19
pre-porn,
real porn.
Like
Fast.
orgy.
Fast orgies. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, 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 ding. Big smiles. Gotta get that.
Bad lighting.
Terrible lighting, don't need it. Awful camera work, who cares? Real people, real amateurs, the way they ought to be.
Depression era
Stag
party
films,
film.
the way life should be. Everything is so overly produced now, it's too slick for me. I don't like it.
Like them when they have like a lot of like coal dust on their faces.
We're coal dust. That's not a category in Pornhub. Where's the coal dust category? You got a black lung category?
Well,
get me that.
Get me those Kinseys.
Get all of us that. Get me those.
I can't believe that hasn't been.
Well,
there has to be
at the university now. The university has it. Oh, they don't care that
That's probably the
ours.
reason they fucking did it.
So
somebody had something in there that they didn't want in there anymore, and so they just took over the whole thing in order to destroy it.
Good shit.
The Kinsey Chronicles.
The Kinsey Chronicles. It's an incredible
.com.
9-part podcast that we did. Absolutely stunningly researched.
What a wild thing to amass in that time, though. What a wild way to get things. Like to have like
confiscated from police departments all across the country.
It just feels like that must have just even felt like you were seeing something you shouldn't be seeing.
Oh, you shouldn't be. So why aren't we?
He definitely shouldn't have been. So
Should've
why
been,
aren't
so why
we?
aren't I now with coffee and mizu? The way everything is. Everything we shouldn't hear, know, or see.
Yeah.
Don't they owe it to us during quarantine 2020? Doesn't Indiana University
Okay,
owe it to the
guys.
nation?
Here you go.
You know what? We just heard everything's back in lockdown. Everybody just chill the fuck out. We're about to drop
we got you.
2,000 digitized.
Lighting still sucks.
Oh, the
but,
lighting's terrible, but who cares really in the end? 'Cause it's about authenticity. It's about,
coal dust.
it's about coal dust.
That's all it's about.
It's all it should be about. Hopped up on some sort of like crazy fucking hooch. The Hooch Chronicles. Yep, passing around the hooch bottle. Everybody smiling. Big smiles. Consensual big smiles.
Quick moving. Big
Quick moving, consensual, big smiled pornography.
Think.
People coming in, people going out. The way life should be.
This is our podcast. I gotta get this fucking thing off my face, man.
I know, man. It takes its toll.
Listen, I'm all about it, but indoors, I
Well,
need at least some type of.
Imagine if you were fucking working in a fucking supermarket and did like a 12-hour fucking shift in a supermarket. You'd be like, obviously, not to mention like.
Oh, like healthcare workers.
Yeah, whenever I'm in a fucking running a supermarket, I'm just like, motherfucker, you have been working like nonstop in this inside.
This is our show. This was a look back at the second half of 2010.
Oh, it was a good time.
Coming to you in July of 2020. Episode number 807 of Yeah Dude. Thank you for being with us. Thank you to Jeff for running camera and and thank you in advance to him for our Hare Krishna.
Thank you for
our
stepping
Hare
in
Krishna comp that we're gonna have.
Also for stepping in for the double Dutch. That was amazing.
Yeah,
that
for
you
taking
switched out for
taking
that.
one for the team.
You really that you want to
in
take
the double Dutch scenario.
Double Dutch scenarios. God, the Double Dutch Chronicles.
Kinsey's Double Dutch Chronicles.
Kinsey's Double Dutch Chronicles.
So
incredible films.
We are listener supported.
The gamut of sexuality. We'd get in the actually wouldn't they probably be? Would imagine. Yeah, they probably wouldn't. Who knows? We'd have no fucking idea mores but I just in terms of gender roles or what essentially they probably were for like a stag movie is that's like guys putting up a projector, right? And what's the sort of what would be the truest definition of like?
I don't know what a stag movie is. I mean, yes, I guess the scenario in which a stag movie would be watched.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it would be like a fraternal brotherhood,
or
smoking cigars and like.
My Uncle Lenny, you go to his house, he's got these movies. Yeah, his friend is a cop, and they.
But
let's see if it has a.
While you're doing that, we are listener supported, independent, commercial and advertising free. We are supported through our Patreon page. Please pledge to the show if you can. You get access to the archived episodes, some of which we're obviously covering in these episodes. The first few hundred episodes of the show are not available on iTunes because we can't fit them onto our feed. In order to get access to those, you could pledge to the show. We also film these shows in 3-camera high definition, so you could see all of that as well if watching these is appealing to you. But more than anything, it would just support us and keep us going, and that would mean an awful lot. So do that, and if you do that, please keep doing that, and thank you. You can also go to our website. We have a merch store. We have all sorts of shit you can click on there, notes about the episodes and stuff like that.
A stag film, also blue movie or smoker. That's cool. I'm going to start calling porn smokers. Is a type of pornographic film produced secretly in the first 2/3 of the 20th century. Typically, stag films had certain traits. They were fucking amazing. They were fast. They were big smiles. They were brief in duration. Perfect. Some of this shit you watch is like, what the fuck? An hour and 49 minutes? Chill the fuck out, yo. They were 12 minutes at most. They were silent, depicted explicit, graphic sexual behavior, intended to appeal to men. They were produced clandestinely due to censorship laws. They were screened for all male audiences in fraternities, or similar locations, observers offered a raucous collective response to the film. Huzzah!
Yeah.
Like, which I still do. If something really,
Yeah.
you know.
Get a good huzzah in.
Yeah. If an actress really sells it, I'll give a strong huzzah. Exchanging sexual banter and achieving sexual arousal. In Europe, stag films were often screened in brothels. It goes on and on and on.
Wait, sexual arousal in a fraternal setting?
Well, in a double Dutch setting, you know.
Yeah.
Observers offered a raucous collective response to the film, exchanging sexual banter and achieving sexual...
So,
oh, shit.
like encouraging one another?
I don't know.
And like,
hey, jerk off. Hey, Sid, huzzah. Jerk off, Sid.
Huzzah.
Do it, Sid.
Get
Huzzah.
it. Get it.
Get it. Fast. Smile. I'm going to try.
What are you doing?
I'm going to try one more time to play this voicemail.
All right, we're going to... Did we talk about that on this episode?
No. Here we go. Just to give an idea of what's happening. Are you ready?
I am.
Here we go.
Press 1 to listen to new messages.
Here it is.
Press 2 to listen to saved messages. Press. You have 2 saved messages. Hi. The TV is not working. I needed assistance, please.
That's it.
Hey, this is Seth. I heard your TV's not working. Here's what we're going to do. Put it in a box. I'm going to give you an address to mail it to. It's 466. I wish I could help.
Maybe you can.
Maybe I can. I'd say unplug it, plug it back in. That's the first thing I'd always say.
Start with that.
First thing I'd always say.
Does that person sound elderly?
Yeah, that's what sucks. Maybe I should call, give her the right number at the very least, as a gesture of good faith.
But you're like,
Because she thinks
but that's that's
too much. Well, I'm just
I mean,
helping.
it's steering. At that point, that could change her entire
the course
destiny,
of her life.
the course of her life.
It's like the butterfly. When I call it the butterfly effect, she went to the store, got coronavirus when she brought the store.
Yeah.
The grandkids are
If
going to
you had
call
never
me.
given her the right number,
Why'd you give her the right number? She got coronavirus at the Element.
There was
fucking
nothing
factory.
wrong with the television. She just,
She wanted somebody
she
to
always
talk
said
to.
that. She would always say that.
She always loves UhhYeahDude.
But then you, she's been talking about Oh Yeah Dude.
And
She was talking about the video episodes. She couldn't
loves
get them,
you.
and then you guys sent her away.
she always says her grandson, Sean. I gotta fucking, because there's a number you hear that she didn't leave a number. You can get the number. I feel bad. She didn't even leave. I mean, she's so.
How long
out of-
ago was
out
that
of-
left?
6 months. This was just the other day.
Just
From
call
us
back.
talking about. But she's so out of sorts. She didn't even leave her fucking number. Somebody needs to help her.
You should.
What if I called her and just said, "Hey, you left a message for the TV. I have the proper number. You think that's intervening too much?"
No, I think you could do that.
And just give her the proper number.
You misdialed the number. She has the proper number. Remember, you've determined that it's not
Yeah.
having the wrong number. But like you should
you have
just
to
say
slow down when you do it.
You
You double
where are
two'd.
you? I'm gonna fly out and called. You doubled the.
double-two'd.
See what I'm saying though?
Oh,
That
right.
sounds crazy.
Because the best thing to do would be like, I think you should just like give me some information about your social. That's the best way to fix the TV. You knew that, right?
Just to type your social
Type
into
your
it.
social into my inbox and then Skype it over to my automated pager, and I'll just check on it.
It
in the
needs your
cloud.
social security number.
Oh, your TV doesn't work? What you really need is an Applebee's gift card sent to this address. And then your TV will work.
No, you could call and say, this happens all the time.
Okay.
You misdialed
You just-
the number. Just call
Look
it
at
again.
You did this number
Because
twice.
like you're saying, she's sitting just waiting for Element
She's been
to
sitting
phone
in the
her.
dark for 4 days.
I gotta go.
Sitting there.
888-842-2357.
Why hasn't Sean called me back?
Sean promised he'd call me
Sean
back.
called me back.
My son Sean said he would call me
My
back.
grandson Sean, he lives in East Hollywood. It's awful.
called-
This world is tough, man. It's the least we could do. I might buy her a new fucking TV. I'm gonna rock her fucking world. I'm gonna get her address.
You're gonna kill
I'm
her.
gonna.
You're gonna do
think if
something that's gonna shake.
Like if she opened up
it's
the
gonna
door and there was a brand new
disturb-
TV there, she'd have a. Grandma!
Take a
Who
header.
the fuck sent this TV? Me smiling over here. I did it. I did a nice thing.
Sean did.
Sean did. What?
It was-
He's a podcast in Hollywood. He went on fucking Target. He bought her a new TV. It killed her. It's the butterfly effect, dog.
I'm telling you.
Everything
You got to
is-
tread so lightly.
Dog, everything is so interconnected.
It's wild.
It's wild. My good deed of saying, you know what? I'm getting you an LG.
Diabolical deed.
Edith, Diabolical D, I'm getting you an LG. Knock on the door. Well, who could it be? I've been in the dark for 2 weeks. Open it. The TV's so big, TV could fall on her for all we know.
Yeah.
Just trying to, I want to help. Can I just, but that's, are you telling me that we can't even help anymore? We have to be scared of helping?
We have to be aware
Of helping.
of everything.
Everything. You think things are so bad we have to be aware of helping? Yeah, I am, Seth.
Come back for 808.
Oh, I'm going to get on the fucking 808.
It's going to be a hard-ass
Oh,
episode.
heartbreak.
Episode.
Oh, my God, man.
Thank you for listening. Tell a friend. And yeah, come back.
Seatbelts.
Seatbelts.